really think life's just gonna hand you shit for free? Like the world's gonna feel bad for you 'cause you had it rough? Wake the fuck up. You know how many people wake up with pain in their chest, emptiness in their gut, and still move like machines? Millions. And 95% of them stay broke, miserable, unnoticed. Not because they're cursed, because they're soft. Because they think feeling bad means they deserve more. It doesn't. Life ain't fair. Never was. Never will be. That's not a bug in the system. That's the fucking design. You either get smarter or you get used. Master your mind or be mastered by your emotions, your excuses, your little voice saying, I'm tired, or I don't feel like it. Fuck your feelings. Nobody cares. Not your friends, not your enemies, not even God if you ain't moving. You're either productive or forgotten. That's the truth. You ever seen a lion cry? You think the top 1% give a shit about your depression? No, they profit from it. They sell you dopamine, Netflix, sugar, porn, likes, validation. They hook you with garbage and you keep coming back because your brain's soft, untrained, weak. Every time you scroll for hours, every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you're programming your own destruction. Statistically, if you ain't building, you're decaying. 1 in 4 people are on some type of pill. 7 out of 10 are overweight, and 8 out of 10 die with regret. This isn't some abstract quote. This is real. This is data. This is where you're headed unless you fucking wake up and rewire that scrambled head of yours. You want to be the exception. Act like it. Think like it. Move like it. Your mind is code. Corrupt code makes slow machines. And right now, you're glitching. Distractions, doubts, fear, they're malware. Delete that shit. Debug your habits. Recompile your identity. Discipline ain't about waking up at 5 a.m. or eating chicken rice every day. It's about making the right decision when every cell in your body is screaming for the wrong one. You think it's okay to rest because you did 2 hours of work. Fuck that. Machines run until they overheat. You don't even run past discomfort. You stop the second it hurts. That's why you lose. That's why they don't respect you. Not because you're not capable, but because you don't command it. Mastery isn't gifted. It's coded. Line by line. Action by action. Pain by pain. People say, listen to your heart. No, listen to your brain. The logical part. The one that calculates, adapts, and executes. Emotion gets you killed in this game. Emotion is why you chase people who don't care. Why you delay projects. Why you open tabs with dumb shit when you should be building empires. Fact. 80% of your day is spent on autopilot. If your defaults are weak, your life's gonna be weak. You wanna flip the script, master the system, take control of your routines, isolate your focus, build rituals that make you unbreakable. You don't need motivation, you need systems. You don't need hope, you need a blueprint. This ain't romantic, this is engineering. This is neural warfare. Every time you say, "I'll start tomorrow," understand this. Tomorrow's a fucking lie. It's not a reset button. It's an illusion. People die waiting for tomorrow. People rot waiting for the right mood. You think productivity happens when you feel good? No. High performers execute when it's ugly. When they're tired, pissed, drained, bleeding winners don't feel ready. They act ready. You sitting here waiting for a mood spike to start working is like a broke man waiting for the lottery. Instead of learning to build the world, doesn't reward potential. It rewards performance. Nobody's clapping for you for trying. Only outcomes matter. Output is currency. Deliver or disappear. There's no in between. You think your problems are unique. Cool story. Everyone's suffering, but the real ones suffer forward. They use pain like jet fuel. You let it weigh you down like chains, and that's on you. That's not life's fault. That's not trauma's fault. That's your weak internal script telling you to fold instead of fight. Change the code. Fight back. Look at your screen time. Go ahead. Check it. Tell me how many hours of your life you're trading for nothing. Dopamine addiction isn't just a theory. It's math. 1 hour wasted daily is 365 hours a year. That's 15 full days. Imagine what 15 days of cold, focused grind could build. A business, a physique, a skill. But nah, you prefer watching others live while your own life sits on pause. Keyboard warriors, comment critics, endless scrollers. 99% of them ain't doing shit, and you're letting them influence you, make you hesitate. Fuck them. They're spectators. You're supposed to be the builder, not the audience. Get out of their circus. Focus on your goddamn mission. Every scroll is a micro-suicide. Death by distraction. The most lethal drug is comfort, and you're overdosing on it silently. Comfort kills more dreams than failure ever did. Discomfort is your new god. Worship it daily. You want freedom? Build discipline. Freedom without structure is chaos. A lion without a cage doesn't roam. It gets hunted. The paradox is real. Discipline creates freedom. Routines create chaos resistance. Without a battle plan, you're meat. And don't confuse motion with progress. Being busy ain't the same as being effective. You can grind for 10 hours and still be broke if you're doing the wrong shit. Efficiency is king. You don't need more time. You need more intensity, more clarity, more direction. If your life looks the same month after month, that's a system failure. You're not evolving, you're looping. Break the fucking loop, change one habit, and you change your whole path. Delete one app. Wake up 1 hour earlier. Cut one toxic friend. Compound interest ain't just for money, it's for behavior. Stack small wins. Stack them till you're unrecognizable. Till people don't even know how to approach you anymore. Till they say you changed. Damn right you did. And don't sit here whining about burnout when you haven't even pushed past level 1. Burnout from what? A few rejections, a week of effort. Please, you're not burnt out, you're under-conditioned. You've trained your brain to quit when it hits resistance. That's not fatigue, that's weakness pretending to be self-care. Real burnout happens to monsters, not amateurs. You want elite results? Embrace elite pressure. Train your body to obey. Train your brain to ignore fear. Train your habits to lock in automatically. Robots don't feel, they execute. That's the model. Emotions can visit, but they don't get to drive. You think your life's supposed to feel good all the time? Grow the fuck up. The path to power is paved with boredom, with solitude, with rejection, with failure, over and over. It's about who endures, not who shines early. The flashy ones burn out, the silent ones take over. Choose your fate. Most people are noise, just loud, empty noise. Opinions without action, dreams without execution. They talk big, post quotes, share hustle memes, then spend their nights scrolling, jerking off to fake dopamine, sleeping late like toddlers. And the worst part? They think they're doing something. They actually believe they're on the grind just because they're tired. Tired from what? Overstimulation, indecision, laziness dressed up as overthinking. Get real. The game doesn't reward thought. It rewards output. Output in silence. Execution in shadows. Not talking about what you'll do, just doing it until the results make so much noise that nobody can ignore you. That's how you rise, not through validation, not through feelings, through cold, surgical movement, precision. While they party, you plot. While they sleep, you study. While they flex bullshit, you build foundations. And one day, without warning, you show up 10 levels ahead, and by then, it's too late for them to catch up. Because you didn't just outwork them, you outstructured them. That's what real winning looks like. Don't romanticize the grind, though. Don't fantasize suffering like it's a trend. This ain't for likes. This is about survival. Self-mastery is war, internal war. And in war, hesitation equals death. Every second you doubt yourself is a second you hand over power. Power to old habits, to external bullshit, to everyone who ever disrespected you. You let their voice control your code. You let their rejection echo in your mind like a command line you forgot to override. Fuck that. Override it. Rewrite it. Reprogram your damn story. I'm not good enough. I'm tired. They don't see me. Delete all that noise. Install discipline. Install logic. Install forward movement. It's you versus your own biology. Your brain is ancient, built for comfort, for safety, for survival. But you're not here to survive. You're here to dominate, and domination starts where comfort ends. Override the instinct. Become the glitch in the matrix. Become the one they can't read, can't predict, can't break. And if you think the system's broken, think again. The system works fine. It's just not built for you. It's built to farm your time, your energy, your data, your soul. And unless you break the pattern, you'll stay a fucking battery. Scrolling, spending, reacting, never building, never controlling. You want to win? Go cold. Cold means silent. Cold means selective. Cold means ruthless with your hours, your attention, your emotions. If it doesn't build, cut it. If it doesn't pay, ditch it. If it doesn't elevate, burn it. You don't need more motivation. You need more discipline. You don't need friends. You need standards. Most people around you ain't allies. They're liabilities. Distractions with faces. Get rid of them. Not with hate, but with indifference. They don't owe you shit, and you owe them even less. Loyalty is earned, not handed out like free samples. Keep your circle tighter than your code. Protect your mind like it's state secrets. 'Cause it is. You want proof this works? Look at the data. Top 1% earners don't have more talent. They have better systems. Top athletes don't have magic. They have consistent reps. Top minds aren't born. They're built. It's all patterns, all code. You copy the pattern, you get the result. You ignore it, you stay stuck. And don't lie to yourself thinking you're different. You're not special yet. Special is earned, not felt. And even when you get there, stay paranoid. Success isn't a finish line. It's a trigger for complacency. And complacency is the enemy. The second you think you've made it, you start decaying. Never relax. Never settle. Sharpen your edge every single day. You don't rise once, you rise over and over until it becomes who you are. And even then, you stay alert, because the moment you lose control of your mind, you hand your future to someone else. Stay sharp, stay cold, stay in control. You ever notice how easy it is to lie to yourself? How smooth your brain becomes when it wants to dodge discomfort? Just 5 more minutes. I deserve a break. I've done enough for today. Shut the fuck up. You haven't earned shit yet. Comfort is not a reward. It's a virus. It tricks you into thinking you're progressing when all you're doing is pausing. And guess what? Every pause has a cost. The algorithm doesn't care about your reasons. Your habits don't care about your feelings. You are what you consistently do, not what you planned, not what you hoped, not what you imagined, what you executed. And if all you execute is hesitation, if all you deliver is delay, then all you'll get is decline. It's math. Repetition builds reality. So ask yourself, what the fuck are you repeating? Because your life is just a mirror of your loops. Upgrade your loops, or enjoy the same results year after year, crying about change that never shows up. Discipline is ugly. It's lonely. It's silent. It's boring. That's why most people avoid it. They want dopamine, not results. They want hype, not progress. But this ain't about want. This is about control. Mastering your mind is the ability to ignore the noise, silence the chaos, and force focus where it doesn't want to exist. It's doing that extra rep when your body's shaking. It's writing that extra line of code when your eyes are bleeding. It's saying no to a quick hit of pleasure when nobody's watching. It's a fucking religion, and you worship it every damn day, or you fail. There is no middle, no gray zone. Either your mind bends to your will, or you bend to your emotions. Weak minds chase comfort. Strong minds manufacture it. Don't feel good. Don't care. Move. Don't feel ready. Doesn't matter. Move. Stop waiting for clarity. Start with chaos and carve clarity out of it, like a psycho with a chisel. You want precision? Earn it through repetition. And about fear, yeah, it's real. It's hardwired. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of not being enough. Cool. Now override it. Fear is just a suggestion, not a command, not a fact. It's just your outdated software trying to keep you small. Back when saber-toothed tigers were a thing, fear was useful. Now, it's a prison. The only tiger chasing you now is regret, and it runs faster than anything you've ever known. It catches you in your 30s, 40s, 60s, when you look back and realize you played safe, stayed soft, lived quiet. Fuck that. Fear is a green light now. Fear means go. Lean into it. Break it. Break the version of yourself that hides behind logic to avoid action. You don't need more info. You need more aggression, more speed, more risk. Perfection is a myth sold to weaklings. Real ones build messy, iterate later, launch broken, fix fast, keep punching forward. Here's a truth nobody tells you. You can outwork talent. You can outfocus genius. You can outlast privilege. But you can't out-cheat your habits. That's the wall. That's the code. And it's running whether you're conscious of it or not. So build habits like your life depends on it, 'cause it fucking does. Habits are execution bots. Once they're installed, you move without debate. No more willpower drain. No more decision fatigue. Just cold, automated grind. Wake, move, build, train, repeat. You think that's boring? Good. Success is boring. Mastery is boring. Winners are boring as hell, but consistent, predictable, sharp. You ever see a sniper rush? No. They wait. They breathe. They act once, with precision. That's you now. No noise, no mess, just one shot, one kill. And every day you repeat that, you stack momentum. And momentum is the most dangerous weapon on this planet. People talk about motivation like it's some magic spell. Like if they just find the right video or quote, they'll suddenly transform. Motivation is bullshit. It's emotional caffeine. It spikes and crashes. It's the high before the quit. Stop chasing highs and start chasing habits. Your system is either built to carry you through hell, or it folds the second you hit a bad day. And you, most of your days are wasted negotiating with yourself. Should I do it now? Should I wait? Every second you spend asking is a second you're not acting. You know how killers operate, without questions, just execution. They move like code, clear input, clear output, no emotion, no resistance. That's what you need to become. A thinking machine with zero tolerance for delay. Because life don't stop to comfort your inner child. It'll eat your hours, crush your momentum, and then gaslight you into thinking you tried your best. No one gives a fuck about your best. Only results get remembered. You can cry, you can scream, you can bleed, but if you're not building, you're dying. Fact. Entropy wins when discipline doesn't show up. Your body, your mind, your goals, they're all decaying unless you intervene. And intervention takes energy, not just physical energy, but mental voltage. And where are you spending it? 90% of your charge goes to distractions, split focus, emotional loops, imaginary arguments. No wonder you're tired. You ain't working hard. You're just scattered as fuck. Refocus that power. Isolate the mission. You're not multitasking. You're multi-failing. Single tasking is the cheat code. You take one goal, rip it open, bleed for it, then move to the next. Don't juggle, don't dance. Kill one thing at a time. That's how machines work. That's how monsters rise. And if it means cutting off comfort, do it. If it means disappearing, do it. If it means becoming unrecognizable, fucking do it. Your future isn't built on likes, it's built on silence. And let's talk about silence, not peace, not zen. I'm talking about the type of silence that scares people. The silence of a man who's locked in. No need to explain, no desire to argue, just presence. That energy that enters a room before you speak. And you don't get that by pretending. You get it by earning it. Through nights where you suffer in silence. Through mornings where you move before the world even wakes up. Through seasons of being unseen, unvalidated, uncelebrated. The underground work, the code in the shadows, that's where monsters are built. And when you finally step out, they won't know what the fuck hit them. They'll call it overnight success, like you didn't bleed in silence for years. Let them talk. Your silence will slap harder than their words ever could. People fear what they can't predict. Become that. Become unreadable, unpredictable, undeniable. Let results be your only language. And every time your weak mind starts whispering, "What if I fail?" respond with this: so what? Failure isn't death. Comfort is. Failure's a step. Comfort's a grave. You don't grow in success. You grow in chaos. Chaos forces clarity. When everything breaks, you learn what's essential. And what's essential? Time, focus, discipline. That's your holy trinity. Guard them like a psycho guards secrets. Strip out anything that pollutes them. Delete apps. Disappear from noise. Block weak minds. Isolate and build. Stop asking for understanding. Stop waiting for applause. Most people won't get it. They're not supposed to. They weren't built for this life. But you were. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be reading this. You wouldn't still be hungry. They sleep through their lives. You woke up. Now stay awake. Stay violent. Stay lethal. Master your mind. 'Cause if you don't, someone else will. Consistency isn't sexy. It's not loud. It doesn't post selfies or ask for praise. It's the unspoken killer that builds empires while everyone else scrolls. Most people can sprint, sure. They'll post for a week, grind for 3 days, show up once or twice when it's convenient. But the real shit, the real elevation, that's built by the boring motherfucker who shows up every single day without needing hype, without a crowd, without feeling like it. While others search for the perfect moment, the consistent one creates it. While they plan for motivation, he executes with routine. There's nothing glorious about waking up tired, locking in, and doing the damn work for the 1,000th time. But that's what makes legends. It's repetition. It's self-trust. It's knowing that no matter what the world throws, your response is already coded. Move forward. No excuses. No emotion. Forward. Because direction matters more than speed. And if your compass is broken, then all that running you're doing, it's just making you lost faster. And if you ever get tired of the grind, good. That's the point. Exhaustion ain't the enemy. Boredom ain't the problem. They're checkpoints. If you feel tired, it means you're moving. And if you're bored, it means you're doing it right. Comfort is the drug. Boredom is the cure. People overdose on stimulation, always chasing something new. A new app, a new method, a new hack. They've got 10 plans, 0 results. Because they can't sit with repetition. They want entertainment, not execution. But real growth, it happens in silence. In those long, lonely hours where nothing's changing on the outside. But inside, you're building armor. You're soldering wires, tightening screws, mastering your damn system. And when it clicks, when the upgrades kick in, you're not the same. You're a weapon. You walk different, think different, and everyone who used to ignore you, they start watching real close. But by then, it's too late, 'cause you're too far gone, too focused, too built. And let's be clear, nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your goddamn mentor. This isn't a movie. There's no hero arc unless you become the fucking hero. Unless you train like your life depends on it. 'Cause it does. Statistically, most people never change. Never. They talk, they cry, they pray, but they don't act. And if you're not acting, you're decaying. Motion is life, stagnation is death. So you better move, and not just randomly, strategically. Track your data, measure your flaws, log your fucking habits like a soldier logging kills. How many hours you worked, how many calories you consumed, how many distractions you eliminated. Numbers don't lie, they expose you. So stop guessing, stop hoping. Start auditing your existence like a machine. If it doesn't add, it subtracts. And you're either compounding or you're collapsing. That's the only metric that matters. And when you get hit, and you will, don't bitch, don't whine. Adapt, take the hit, download the lesson, and keep moving. Pain is information. Failure is feedback. Rejection is redirection. None of that shit is personal. It's statistical. Every no is data. Every mistake is a patch. Your life is software. Debug that shit daily. And if the system crashes, rebuild it better, cleaner, faster. This ain't a setback, it's an upgrade. Most people lose once and uninstall the whole program. You revise, you iterate, because you don't just want success, you want mastery. And mastery doesn't come from wins, it comes from war. Internal, relentless, self-inflicted war. No mercy, no breaks, just pressure and progress until the weak version of you dies screaming. And the upgraded version walks out, silent and unbothered. That's what it means to master your mind. No emotion, no excuses, just evolution. People love to blame. It's easy. It's safe. My parents didn't raise me right. The system's rigged. I didn't have the resources. Yeah? Guess what? Neither did the monsters who made it. You think the top 0.1% sat around blaming their background? No. They turned it into fuel. Pain is either your excuse or your weapon. Pick one. If you're still crying over what they did to you, you're giving them control. They already hurt you once. Why let them do it every day inside your own mind? Take that shit, compress it, weaponize it. Your trauma isn't your identity, it's your origin story. The difference between a victim and a savage is the response. You want to stay broken? Cool. Sit in that pity loop forever. But if you want to rise, then start moving like a threat. Like a calculated psychopath with purpose. Not some emotional puppet begging for closure or comfort. Closure is a lie. No one gives you closure. You give yourself the outcome they'll never forget. And stop calling yourself disciplined if you're still negotiating with weakness. Real discipline is brutal. It's unforgiving. It doesn't care how you feel today. You're tired, get up. You're sad, grind anyway. Your mood doesn't mean shit. The job has to get done. Winners don't ask how they feel. They ask what needs to be done. That's the question. Every morning. What must be done? That's your compass, your North Star. The second you ask anything else, you're drifting. And drifting is how men drown. Your life ain't a vibe, it's a mission. And if you ain't locked in, focused, calculated, then someone else is. And they'll take everything you ever wanted while you sleep, while you scroll, while you try to figure things out. Fuck that figure it out on the move. Real killers are just mid-strike. They don't wait for a perfect plan. They adapt on contact. That's the only mindset that survives this jungle. You keep hearing, you have time. No, you don't. Time's a lie. Time's the enemy. The longer you wait, the weaker you become. Delay is decay. Hesitation is corrosion. The version of you who could have dominated, he's dying every day you procrastinate. And one day, he'll be dead for good. And all that's left will be the soft, bloated, bitter version that watched life happen instead of taking it. People don't grow old, they rot, slowly, quietly, through routine, through comfort, through a million little delays they justified until their edge dulled to dust. You want to be sharp? Then fucking move. Every day, no matter what. You don't miss, you don't flinch, you don't whine. Just execute, like it's war. Because it is. War against distraction, against mediocrity, against your own lazy biology, trying to sedate you with false peace. But peace is earned. Through pain, through structure, through violence of action. Earn it. And when they doubt you, good. Let them. Let their voices echo in your mind while you build in silence. Every insult, a rep. Every fake friend, a rep. Every fucking time they looked at you like you were nothing. That's a rep. Stack them, one by one, till you're too built to break. You're not here to be understood. You're here to dominate. Not with noise, not with flexing, with results, with silence, with progress so sharp it cuts through memory. They won't remember what you said. They'll remember that they blinked and you were gone. Miles ahead, unreachable. That's power, not revenge, not petty ego games, cold, calculated domination. And the only way there, master your mind, own your hours, starve your weaknesses, rewire your brain like a damn weapon. And when the dust settles, don't celebrate, reload. Upgrade, push again, because this version of you, he's just the prototype. No one's gonna hand you your dream version of life. Nobody's dropping off success at your doorstep wrapped in shiny paper. This world doesn't owe you clarity, peace, or opportunity. It hands you chaos and waits to see who can organize it. That's the game. Control the chaos or get swallowed by it. You either build the system or become a slave to someone else's. Most of you out here pretending to grind, but your days are designed by distractions. Your phone owns your mind. Your emotions control your schedule, and you call that freedom? You're not free. You're a digital addict, a weak loop on repeat, scrolling through people's fake highlights while your real life rots in the background. If your screen time is higher than your work time, you're already cooked. And don't call it rest if you didn't earn it. Rest is for the machine that runs hot, not the one that never powered on. And you want to talk about pressure? Pressure is privilege. It means you're in the game. No pressure means no progress. Comfort is just stagnation disguised as self-care. You don't grow without resistance. If your path feels smooth, it's because it's downhill. and downhill ends in the fucking ditch. Pain, failure, exhaustion. Those are signals that you're leveling up. No champion was born in ease. They're forged in friction. They feel the burn and keep pushing. Your soft mind sees resistance and calls it a sign to stop. Nah, it's a sign to start. Start going harder. Start cutting deeper. Start becoming unrecognizable. And when it hurts, perfect. Lean into it. That's the doorway. Every great version of you is locked behind pain you keep avoiding. Break through. You think you'll evolve without shedding skin, without killing the old version of you? No. Transformation means execution. Execution of your weakness, your lies, your lazy identity, and about your feelings. Fuck them. Your feelings are liars. They don't want you to win. They want you to be safe, liked, accepted. But winners, they're not liked. They're feared, respected, studied. They're outliers for a reason. Because they said no when everyone else said yes. They got up when everyone else hit snooze. They isolated while the world chased parties. You think that was easy? No, it was necessary. The price of mastery is solitude. Get comfortable with it. While the world lives loud and dies unnoticed, you'll move in silence and become unforgettable. But only if you stop trying to please everyone. Only if you stop asking for approval. Approval is a leash. Every time you seek validation, you're putting a collar on your ambition. Let them think you're arrogant. Let them think you're cold. They don't need to get it. They just need to watch it work. And now, let's talk numbers. Data. Reality. Every hour wasted is 4.1% of your day. Waste 3 hours, that's 12.5%. Do that every day, and you've already lost 45 days this year to bullshit. That's 45 days you could have spent mastering a skill, building income, creating a brand, sculpting your body. But nah, you spent it on cheap dopamine and digital noise. You want to be elite? Then treat your time like blood. Spend it like you're bleeding out and every drop counts. Because it does. Most people will die without ever seeing their potential. Not because they weren't capable, but because they gave their time to everything except their vision. Don't be most people. Don't be the average. Destroy the average. Erase it from your vocabulary. There is no average path to greatness. There's only obsession. And if you ain't obsessed, you ain't serious. If you're not waking up with purpose and pressure in your lungs, you're sleepwalking through life with a smile on your face and regret in your shadow.